Hi YouTube. Today I'm here at NIO's North America headquarters in San Jose with their North America CEO Ganesh. Thank you so much for sitting down and for meeting with us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, going around your guys' facility, reviewing your cars. Right now we're here in front of the EP9, one of those cars that you guys first initialized you guys as a name brand, and look at us all these years later here in San Jose. So the first thing that some of the viewers at home on YouTube wanted to know was, do you have any plans to enter the US market? And if so, what timeline can you comment on regarding that?
It's a great question. That's a question I get asked quite a lot. So as you may know, NIO is a global company. We have a global aspirations.
Yeah.
NIO has intentions to enter 25 regions or 25 countries by year 2025.
Okay.
And certainly North America is one such country. So that's a guidance that I can give it, which is shared by our CEO, William Lee.
So right now your aspirations are 2025. Next question is regarding battery swapping. People at home want to know, is it currently profitable? And if not, are there currently any challenges NIO is facing in the battery swap market? And do you think we'll ever see battery swap stations maybe here on US soil?
See, as you know, one of our core philosophy is to drive user satisfaction.
Yeah.
Right. We are a user enterprise, user-driven organization, a global organizations. Till date, we have deployed 1,398 to be specific, power swap stations around the world. And our goal is by 2025, at least 4,000 plus battery swap stations to be deployed.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this year alone, we increase the target. We want to deploy about 1,000 swap stations just in mainland China alone. Again, the reason is to drive that user adoption.
Yeah.
So without adequate infrastructure, as we all know, the adoption of EV is not going to be as fast as we all want to be.
Correct, yeah.
So that's our commitment. Whatever it takes to drive the user adoptions and getting ease of use for charging, worry-free charging to be specific, that's what we are focused on.
You basically are expected to bring battery swaps technology to the U.S. when you guys enter the U.S., permit pending, basically.
Yeah, power swap, battery swap technology is one of our crown jewels of NIO.
Yeah.
Right, so wherever we enter into new markets, we want to bring that core innovations, that is unique and proprietary.
Yeah, that's part of your identity.
That is part of one of our core identities.
I love that. Good to hear. Does NIO plan, when they do enter their next few markets, are they going to be developing any vehicles themselves in their own factories, or are they going to be continuing to rely on other manufacturers to help them complete that delivery?
We have our own NIO Park.
Yeah, that's what.
As we established in Hefei.
Yeah.
Which is over 1,000 hectares of land, and of which we have built our first factory with 300,000 units capacity.
Yeah.
So we have adequate capacity internally to develop it. But when we enter new markets, if it does make sense, and then we may consider it. But right now the strategy is being studied and all that. We believe we have adequate capacity in our factories in NIO Park.
Yeah, you think with NIO Park you guys have adequate verticalization basically within your organization to hit expectations and needs?
Absolutely.
Love that.
I encourage you to go visit and all the viewers, go visit our NIO Park facility in Hefei. It's state of the art.
That's what I hear, yeah.
It's fully automated. You will love it.
And then are all your vehicles currently made at NIO Park, or are there certain models that are made elsewhere?
Our first generation vehicles are manufactured by our joint venture partner, JAC.
Okay.
But the ET7 that you
test
drove earlier,
yeah.
That's the first. ET7 is also made in JAC, but the ET5, which is the smaller version of ET5, ET7, excuse me, that product came out of our NIO Park.
NIO Park.
And by the way, that factory was built during COVID in 1 year.
Really?
That's how fast NIO moves, in 1 year.
I mean, that's impressive. And Chinese manufacturing is on a different level than anything I've ever really seen here. And that's one thing you guys have to your advantage. So on a similar topic of charging network, obviously in China you guys have the battery swap technology. A lot of things we're seeing here in the US side is companies like Volkswagen and not Rivian, but other ones are relying on Electrify America and EVgo and third-party charging stations. Do you guys plan to bring your own stations to a lot of the markets you guys are entering, or are you going to rely mostly on those third-party stations outside of battery swap technology? The
users or the customers, they want different variety of options for charging their vehicles, right? Within NIO, we have a holistic end-to-end power replenishment ecosystem. We call it as chargeable, swappable, and upgradable. So chargeable, as the name indicates, we issue our own chargers for your dwellings, your apartments or house or what have you. And then we also have our swap station, which is one of our unique propositions. In less than 4 minutes, you can get your vehicle battery replaced and fully charged. That alone is not sufficient, right?
Yeah.
We have to partner with and then leverage as much charging infrastructure as possible and available around the world.
Okay.
Certainly, the third-party charging infrastructure is also one of the considerations. So
Yeah.
whatever it takes to drive the EV adoption, that's what we'll do.
Nothing's off the table, basically, it sounds
Nothing
like.
is off the table. As you know, partnership is a new leadership,
Yeah.
right? No one person or individual can solve all of the consumers' wants and needs. NIO is focused on solving that problem.
Exactly. In this new age environment, sometimes people come together to make sure everyone's happy.
Importantly, the end user is happy.
Can you comment on if NIO plans to import vehicles to America despite the 28% tariffs if they do choose to come into the American market? And if not, are you guys considering maybe factories on US or European soil to maybe offset those tariffs?
It's too early to comment on that to
Yeah.
be specific. We are studying our manufacturing strategy for global expansion.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, we can look at our recent market entry in Europe last year. We started our first power swapping factory in Budapest in Hungary.
Yes.
Right? So nothing is off the table. So our teams are studying what it truly makes sense for NIO as we enter and plans to enter a new market.
Is there anything that you would want us, the viewers at home, being here in America, that if there's any takeaway that you feel misrepresented in the world that you maybe want the people to know at home?
We are a truly innovating organization, NIO, right?
Yeah.
Sky is the limit. User enterprise at core. Anything we do is for the users.
Okay.
So that's one underpinning differentiator of NIO. We are a user enterprise,
Yeah.
creating a joyful lifestyle for our users. And the vehicle is just the means or fabric of finding, nurturing, growing that community of users.
Well, from my experience today, I definitely can see that in full array and on display. And this is a kind of a silly question that some people on the internet kind of had. I asked people to sometimes throw a silly one out there. Does NIO have any plans to go into hydrogen or hybrid vehicles and not just electric technology?
We are focused on electric. We are a
Electric.
smart EV company.
That's what I thought.
If something changes in the strategy, we will let you know.
Well, I think that's pretty much all the questions I have for you today. Ganesh, thank you so much for sitting down with us, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching today's video where we sat down with the North America CEO of NIO, where he explained their intent to come to America in 2025. If you enjoyed this video, do feel free to hit that like button and share with your friends because it does really help us out. And do feel free to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on all our future NIO content. We do have an ET5 review coming out as well as an ES6 review. And if you haven't seen it already, go check out our ET7 review. Additionally, I'm happy to announce the launch of a new coffee bean company, Bored Beans. It was created by a friend and I, and we sourced the beans from Bali. They smell incredible, taste even better, and boy, do they give you a little caffeine rush. If you want to go try your first bag today, we do have a link down in the description where you can get 15% off your first bag. Social media links are in the description where you can follow us on Twitter, and we appreciate all the support you can offer. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.